We are back now at 9:38, and Denver Pride is back this weekend and celebrating its 51st year. Feels like time just flies, right? Well, what started as a small gathering at Civic Park in 1974 has since grown, welcoming thousands of LGBTQ+ folks and their allies. Kim Salvaggio, the new CEO of the Center on Colfax, is joining me now to talk about what this year's Pride festivities are going to look like. Kim, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
I want to talk about a bigger headline to start us off that happened earlier this year. We know that y'all were facing fewer sponsorships. What's that kind of looking like as you get ready for this weekend?
Yeah, due to, situations with different executive orders and rollbacks on DEI, we did have some sponsors that needed to pull out of their support of Pride. And of course, we understand these were a lot of organizations that were supporting their ERG groups in participating in Pride. So our goal as an organization was, okay, we're going to lose them, but how can we find more? And we did.
Oh, great.
And so now we are within $10,000 of the goal that we had of raising money for Pride, which 83% of that money goes directly back into the community through free services at the Center on Colfax.
Is there a way to help you reach that goal? Is there something that people out there can do?
Well, we have $10,000 left. If anybody wants to write a check for $10,000 or even $5, I am here for it.
I love it. Okay, what have y'all been able to do, still with all the money that came in? What are some of the changes we're going to see this year?
So the biggest change that people are going to see is that we have doubled the size of the neighborhood, which is one of my favorite things you can come and participate with in Pride. This is an entire area of the festival that is devoted to supporting queer-owned businesses.
What is the neighborhood for anybody who's not familiar with that part of Denver?
It's queer-owned businesses. So these are folks that are running all sorts of different shops and businesses. You can come down, buy everybody a gift there in your support of the LGBTQ community.
I love it. Okay, what makes Pride especially important this year for you and your team at the center?
So it's interesting you were saying, how many years ago Pride started here with a couple, 10, maybe I think it was like 55 people at the first one. We're up to 550,000 people, the fourth largest in the United States, that are going to come through the festival. And here's what's important. We have 550,000 people coming to support us, and we're still fighting for some of the same rights that we would like to keep.
Absolutely. I was going to say, it kind of started in Cheeseman as a protest. It almost feels like we're getting back a little bit to the grassroots efforts.
I mean, Pride is a protest at its root, and it's important that we carry on that legacy while we're here and we're still fighting to keep rights, especially for our trans community and for gender affirming care. It's important this year more than ever that we show up.
Are y'all expecting even bigger crowds this year? Because typically June, has so many things stacked on top of each other. We got an extra weekend this year in the calendar. So this is kind of where everything is being spotlit right now.
I mean, there are so many ways that you can show up for the LGBTQ community. Denver Pride Fest is one of those over 2 days, but we have so many amazing organizations that have been celebrating and participating in protest over the last month. So I would say for our community and for our allies, come out this weekend. Let's make a big show of support for our community. We need it now more than ever.
Okay, now this is just for one weekend, but we know that the center does things all year long. What do y'all have going on? What are some of the programs that people can check out?
So we have 8 major programs for the community. These are 100% free that people can come and celebrate themselves, their authenticity, their voice. You can also access a number of different resources. So for our trans community, for our youth community, for our West of 50, which let me tell you, those folks are here for it and they are amazing. There is something for everyone, including 12 free mental health visits with our practice there. It is here free for the community. It will always remain free. We just would love to see you come by and let us support you in whatever your lived experience is.
I love it. All right, Kim, real fast, remind us where we can find more information about this weekend.
LGBTQcolorado.org or denverpridefest.org.
All right, Kim Salvaggio, the new CEO of the Center on Colfax. Kim, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.